This is Ayman Sabri, and this is the demonstration presentation video for the prototype. So this is the prototype for my game. I have four scenes, so main one, main two, main three, and then start. So the start scene is basically for the menu, like the starting menu, so start and quit. Quit doesn't really do anything because it's made for like quitting the ex file, like the executable game file. Main is basically like the main scene. Main 2 is it's like inside some other level, like in the cave. And main 3 is basically just like around the ending of the prototype for now. So if for this prototype, when I start the game, let me maximize this. So we have a cinematic. It's like an intro cutscene that plays to the character like waking up on an island, and then it says like, "Ah, oh, my head, where am I, and like, how did I get here?" So for the intro, I have like a camera for the sequence. For the intro sequence, I have a camera and the timeline. So there is a camera, and the camera basically like moves that way to like to the character, and the character has an animation on him. And then after this brief like timeline, basically the character just like wakes up, and that first camera gets disabled, and then it swaps to the camera I have on the player controller for the rest to continue. Yep. So let me start this project again. Yep. And then it goes to the cutscene. Then yeah, the character's animation is playing. Then the character wakes up. Oh, my head, where am I? How did I get here? And then after a bit, it shows like this is the paper. So it says through tangled paths and shifting winds, a door to freedom awaits unplanned. And there's also like a small tutorial that was popping here. It pops a couple seconds before after the character wakes up. It's like just saying WASD to move and WASD to move and mouse to look around. So that's like the first clue on the tree. So when the character like moves around, when it goes like this is the island, so people are free to explore. And if you just move a bit, like down there, you see like another paper. So if you talk to this one, it says, "Did you know that protein is necessary for you to be healthy?" It's not really a clue, but it's more of like just like a funny addition that I wanted to put. Um, but it's very necessary to like interact with the papers on the trees because they activate each other. So it's like if you go that way again and like you keep looking around, you might like see one paper around. So if I keep walking that way, it's a bit slow in terms of like movement. Yeah, and then we can see the paper, the other paper there. We can go to it. I made the island like very big because this is just a prototype, and in terms of if I want to like add a lot more puzzles, I will already like have the space to do so for like the game to be like fully interacting and everything, like entertaining as well. So if you interact this with this, it says like follow the scorching sun. You'll find me under shade with a banner of glory where I hide afraid. So if we like look, the sun is like around there. So it's like if we follow the sun, we like go around like that area right there. we will find like a tree with like a glory banner attached to a tree, and then like a paper that gives us the next clue. And obviously it's necessary to find the clues because I made it as they activate each other. Like each clue activates the next one, and like for the puzzle. So yeah, we followed like the sun, and then there's a tree there that has a banner and a paper next to it. So if you interact with this, it basically says in Shadow's grasp, so cold and deep, I found the key where secrets sleep. A door stands tall, its whispers low. Beyond it, darkness starts to grow. So it activates a container that had the key. It was already like attached to the character, but it's not visible or usable because I made it as when you interact with that paper that we just interacted with, then it activates the key container. Um, and then if we head like against, because it was like talking about darkness and everything, so it's like if we go opposite the sun, as in that way, we will find the cave that basically takes us to the next stage of the game. So excuse the movement, it's kind of like really slow. Maybe I will like change it in the future for the next version of the game, but for now I'll leave it as that. Yeah, and then we can see the cave right there, but the cave is not like active before the cave is not like visible or anything before getting like the before interacting with the papers before. So if we go to the cave, it should take us to like the other scene, which was basically, I think, main 2 is what I named it. If we head that way, I don't know if jumping around makes it faster, but I feel like it does. So yep, and then yeah, basically here's the cave, and then we interact with it. And yeah, basically we use the key, and it says, "Ah, my head, where am I? How did I get here?" Again. So it's like we keep going, and then we like look around as well. Yeah. Then the cave is like very nice. I like the I like the this design. And then we interact with this. It basically gives this like small cutscene, and basically like the the character basically like gets like freedom and wakes up from a dream. Yeah, but that's like the prototype. This is where it is. It's not finished yet. Yep. For the scripts, I have them here. So like dialogue handler and interaction handler and objective handler. It's like objective handler basically manages like each of like the each of like the keys and like the papers basically, like the interaction between each other. Yeah. So it's like that. One second. Interaction handler as well. So yeah, for like the dialogues. This dialogue is basically there's nothing out there. Basically, there is a barrier that if you like go a bit far in the island, it stops you and doesn't let you like walk. It's basically an invisible wall that I had there as a barrier for people not to go like too far in the island. And then yeah, like all the colliders and everything as well to like make the objects. It's like if you interact, you basically get the other one to like be active again. Yeah, yes, all the thingies. Then obviously the dialogue handler, which is just a dialogue handler. Yep. Um, that's it for the scripts as well. And obviously, I'm planning to like add more puzzles and obviously finish the like the story of like kind of the story of the game and everything. Yeah. Um, yeah. And obviously, if we like do this, obviously we have the start and quit. It's like start the menu basically. So if you press like start, it basically starts the cutscene and then it brings it to the character, and then the character is like playing the waking up animation, and then it says on my head or am I how did I get here? And then a couple seconds later it will just like show the it will just show the yeah the small tutorial. I didn't put like E to interact because I forgot, but it's like self-explanatory because yeah, this is the invisible wall and it's like around the whole map. Yeah, yeah, like whenever you like basically touch it, it says it. But it's self-explanatory because whenever you like have an interactable object, you basically can press. It shows E on the screen, so you like press it basically, like using a canvas and stuff. Yep, and that's my demo for the game. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you.